as you can see on the title today, we're speaking about the 4 major indicators to focus on Bitcoin to know that we are still remaining bullish, and ultimately, what are the warning signs for possible depression? Where are the signs? Do we go to way lower levels? Is this a temporary pullback? And what we are starting to see is, yes, a pullback in Bitcoin, but we are starting to see a little bit of weakness within altcoins. And you can see the last week. Now, we do have to remember the last month. And we do need to know that the market will extend at times, and it will do things of up to 50 to 100% to the upside. And we will have 30 to 40% pullbacks. You know, this is what happens. And in a bull market, you'll be shocked because it's way bigger. It's basically on steroids. But the big question now is Bitcoin has struggled. It has not got past 25K. We needed to get past 25K in order to think of a 30K Bitcoin, or to think of an extended bull leg that we are currently in. We needed to get past the major levels. But now we are having the pullback, and we got to just make sure that we hold the certain levels. Now, what I'm speaking about in this show is I'm going to give you a very, very, very simplified method with Bitcoin, the major things to focus on, to be alerted at any point, and all the altcoins. And then there's another very important chart to focus on. And this chart is an altcoin that I've said is going to outperform Bitcoin quite strongly this year. But is now, even though market's red, is now breaking trend. And this is Ethereum. We have the Shanghai upgrade coming in March. And all of a sudden, what you're starting to see is Ethereum showing strength to Bitcoin. But what it's also showing is strength to many altcoins. I want to give you guys a very powerful strategy. I don't think it's time to get out of the market. I think it's time to possibly shift into the right narrative and into the right place where you can either make more dollars, yes, but also more tokens. So this is going to be a very powerful show. It's going to be fantastic. No more wasting time, James. Let's hit the button and let's get into it.
Click, click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click, click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Enter the sniper. Sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper. He marks the charts right. Enter the sniper. He's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper. Click, click, click. Time to be dedicated. Sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the charts, so we never lose. Click. Enter the sniper. Sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper. He marks the charts right. Enter the sniper. He's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper. Click, click. Enter the sniper. Enter the sniper.
Oh, Banter fam. Hope you're having a great day. How we doing, guys? Say yo, yo, what's up? It's Monday morning. Say what's happening. What's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Luke Sniper, I've seen you here many times. What's happening? Say what's up, guys. How we doing? Big dumps incoming. Interesting. Interesting. Let's speak about that. Let's speak about why you're saying big dumps are incoming. Probably was saying the same thing the beginning of Jan and missed the pump and maybe quite angry about that. Possibly, yo, 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 what's happening? Muhammad, what's happening? What's happening, guys? GB, yo, yo. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday so far. How's the weekend? How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? Are you stressed? Are you worried about the market? Guys, this is an incredible year for us. Like I said, it's going to range, and you're going to use this whole year to learn. This is going to be a great year. We're going to be ready for the bull run whenever it may come. If you're brand new to the channel, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, comment below this video what tokens you want me to speak about in the week. I'm looking at a little bit of higher time frame macro view today. I am speaking about altcoins, but I'm more speaking macro to see where we're actually at. Let's start making some big decisions when it comes to our long-term part of our portfolio. It's time to always prep when things get like this, what you should do. And this game is all about experience. It's a big, big, big thing. Next thing, guys, Sniper School, my open event starts tonight. So go look at the video I posted yesterday. If you want to join Sniper School, you open one of the Sniper School exchange links, you deposit $100. You then register for Sniper School, put in your user ID, and you get immediate access. We have a record. We have our biggest live event happening again tonight. So we're only about breaking records every month with it. So join Sniper School. It's going to get you ready, and you're going to understand the shows a lot more by being part of that. So let's jump into it, and let's quickly speak about the first ones. So first thing, why we are obviously getting some pullback. Definitely, possibly a little bit overheated from Bitcoin. It's come a very far away from the mid 16,000s to 25K. It's done well. The crypto market's done really well, and it is starting to slow down slightly. And what's not helping with that right now was having the 𝗥𝗍𝗍 spike. I didn't do a show on Friday, caught up a little bit of time with the family. Remember to use the red days to catch up with the family and to rest, so that you're ready for the bull days. But we had the 𝗥𝗍𝗍 spike, and it obviously broke back into this trend, something we didn't want to see. So right now we have a dollar that is strengthening. And basically we have one more high over here, which is more or less around about the 106. And after that, we go to higher levels. Now, this is something that's been going for a while. And every time, we've had this big increase in the dollar, it hasn't been the greatest for crypto market or the stock markets. It means people are, I don't know, they're kind of feeling safe with the dollar, right? They're scared right now. They don't know what's going on in the world. So they're jumping to the worst currency on the planet, the one that just gets you less and less buying power every year. It was why we love Bitcoin, guys. Like 21 million, you can't have more. It should only but go up in value. We can't have this thing that they keep printing, and it's a terrible currency. But ultimately, it is strong and it is back. So we're gonna keep track of this. We're not 100% certain that it does rally up too much from here, unless we do cover that higher high points, which is more or less the level. Maybe it's a double top, something like that. But we'll monitor it this week and see how fast this accelerates. Maybe if it does get really strong, it may even attempt a higher high. And that would obviously mean, quite bad for the stock market. So if I jump to the futures, this is something that we lost a sort of bull flag last week, and it started a bit of a pullback. Now, it's not a huge pullback from the stock market just yet. We do have this last line of support, and it was one that I spoke about. And it's basically these horizontal areas where we've bounced, 3 times before. And then we have one more, which is in this area, another 2% or so. And then we have the bigger area, and the bigger area can be up to a 15 to a 20% drop within the stock market. So we're keeping an eye on the 𝗥𝗍𝗍 and keeping an eye on the support. We know that Bitcoin slightly decoupled, the crypto is slightly decoupled when it comes to the stock market. But ultimately, if this does start to really get to bad levels, it will affect the crypto market. And we just got to be prepared for that at any point. But maybe we do have a strong bounce here, and maybe we do reclaim the high. But I am expecting a retest of this trend that we've lost. So I'm expecting a little pullback in the 𝗥𝗍𝗍 and a bounce here. And what makes that pretty cool is if we look at now Bitcoin, because what that basically means is Bitcoin is currently on support. So let's jump to the 4 major indicators that we're focusing on right now. Firstly, Bitcoin has held trend. So the original trend and the momentum that it's been running in to the upside is currently being tracked by this trend line over here. And for now, we're still holding it. We actually bounced perfectly on it, which was literally the level of the 22,800. Now, what's amazing about having this trend line, guys, is the longer that it takes, Bitcoin to break this line, the higher our support gets. So for example, if Bitcoin decides to go right now, our support is the 22,800. These are areas we really, really, really want to hold, even up to the 22,500. And I'll go through that shortly. But as time goes on, that gets higher. And you can see already just by the last day or so, it's already getting to the 23K. So what's nice about this is that the longer that it decides to go sideways, the support starts to rise. And what's great about that is if we do decide to lose support anywhere at these areas, you're getting the indication a lot earlier, and you're getting it at higher levels, which is fantastic. Because right now, if it lost 22.8 on the weekend, you should have been aware, whoa, okay, things are looking pretty bad. But now it's at the level where it drops 23, then and if it goes on another 2-3 days and it drops by 23.6, you're ahead of it, and you're actually getting out a lot earlier in case there is any sort of view of it. So we spoke about the emergency line, and we spoke about the emergency line within Altcoins too. And if I go to the total 3 and I'll show you the emergency line, this is the danger line, right? So yes, we are fighting resistance and we're hitting levels and getting rejected, but ultimately we're still holding the main danger lines. These are the ones that we really get worried about, because it can mean this whole wave can retrace. And if that whole wave retraces, now you're speaking about a bigger pullback, not these smaller pullbacks. You're talking about one that can last, a few weeks. For now, we are still in all those trends, and we just got to be aware of the levels of what we focusing on. Now, back to Bitcoin. So why I still say we still bullish right now, and it's things to focus on. The first thing is we do have a stochastic RSI that needed to retrace, and we needed to get to an oversold market, and we do have the RSI now making its way to the area. Now, it's not 100% reset. There is a possibility of a little bit more reset, okay? But ultimately, we're starting to enter the bottom phase. Now, crypto works very simple. You have bulls attempt and you have bears attempt. That's how it works. There's two teams in crypto. There's a red and a green team, okay? And the green team basically shows an influx of the green team attempting to get price where they wanted to get. And then you have red team attempting where they want price to get. And then you look at the chart and you'll be like, okay, which team is better? Which team is holding stronger? Because this thing does the same thing up and down, the RSI, right? And ultimately, look at this current wave that went up here. That wave got Bitcoin from 21,300 all the way to 25,000. Amazing. Now we're having the RSI come down, and that took Bitcoin from 25K to basically 22,800. Ultimately, you could still see that the bulls are still currently winning the battle right now. Now, that trend line is going to indicate something different. If we start to lose that, it's showing that the bears now are going to bring some steam, and they may start taking control. So it's very just interesting to know. But for now, the wave is bigger, and we're still holding. The second indicator that we focused on is the major trend line. We're still in trend. We're still holding momentum. Okay. The third one is, I know my numbers are not matching with what I'm saying, but which is this number 2 over here. The third one is the 618. Okay, is basically the simple Fibonacci to know that right now Bitcoin's doing something like this. Here we go. Okay, Bitcoin's doing something like this. It still has a bigger bull leg, so we want to know where this pulls back. Because if this pulls back and it's higher low, it means higher high next, right? And it means ultimately we want to long this area over here. And the way you indicate that is using the Fibonacci and making sure that we're holding the golden zone. Now, if you want to know how to do that, you take the Fibonacci tool over here. The Fib, mine's at the top, Fib retracement, and you take it from the bottom of this wave over here to the top, and it will give you the levels. And if you look at 618, it's showing the 22,800. Okay, and we do have the secondary level, which is the 786. There we go. And that's showing this level over here as well. So ultimately, we still have Bitcoin holding the golden zone on the daily for a bullish leg. So that's number 3. Then we have the fourth one. And the fourth one is the 50-day moving average. Okay, 50-day moving average is a great indicator, and it's something you're going to learn a lot about today, because when we tend to drop it and drop it properly, we tend to stay below it for quite a while. And you can see how it becomes very much support and resistance. But when we're below it here, you could see how we don't have much bullishness when we're below this 50-day moving average. And as soon as we're above it and we hold it, we always have a strong market to the upside. So you want to keep attention to the 50-day moving average as well. And that's basically sitting at 22,400. So this whole area over here is basically the last line of support for Bitcoin on this current move. But you do have 4 of them now. You've got 4 of these indicators all pointing the same sort of area, which is great. Now you're starting to understand the base of it. So as it stands, we're still getting higher lows from Bitcoin. And what we do have on the shorter time frame is, if I jump over here and I jump into the 4-hour charts, what you do have is you do have a break of trend. So you are starting to get that this was the very clear 4-touch trend line, and we did break it. The only thing we are waiting for now is we do need to make a higher high. Like, we do need Bitcoin to get back to 24,700. So this move over here is important. And because the daily RSI is hitting the bottom, we know that the bulls are going to respond too. And we're basically waiting to see. And like I said, this has been a big fight of many rounds between Bitcoin and 25K. But ultimately, we're going to soon know who wins. And I still think there's one more attempt from Bitcoin to get through there. And we know why. It's a significant level. It's the difference between 25 and 30K. Things can be extended really big from those actual levels. So right now, I still think for the next day or two, I think we are bullish. I do think day or two we are bullish. And I do think Bitcoin is going to attempt to go to the higher levels. And obviously what invalidates that is the lows, the previous low, and it's all the indicators that I just showed you guys, the 50-day moving average. These sort of things are the invalidations of that thesis. But for now, still bullish to the upside. But where it comes a little bit concerning now is altcoins. Now, if we look at dominance, doesn't look like it's really going up, right? But ultimately, we are getting altcoins to get pretty hurt. Like we've seen, quite a big pullback from MATIC. We've seen quite a big pullback from a lot of altcoins. And what we're starting to get is some altcoins are just starting to show a little bit of weakness. Okay. And we just got to be prepared for that to know which ones and things like that. But dominance, like I said, we're still expecting this big leg to the downside. I'm still expecting a lot of money to flow within altcoins. And it's nice to see that we're nearly losing the 50-day, because the last time we did it, it had a few days of downside and good strength within altcoins. But I like to see that when the market is going down like this, we're not having a huge spike over here. So there's still strength. I don't think that this is all the altcoins, though. I think this is Ethereum. So Ethereum at the moment, we have the Shanghai upgrade coming up, and look at Ethereum dominance and Ethereum to Bitcoin. Ethereum to Bitcoin now all of a sudden is starting to break wedge. And we always said, and I said at the beginning of the year, that I think Ethereum outperforms Bitcoin by quite a bit this year. I think it has a really strong push again. And right now we just have news coming in again, and strength is coming. So for me, it's a great indicator to have Ethereum on our side, because it can help us with that dominance. And if it gets that dominance down, it's really good, for the altcoins. But Ethereum is looking really big, and this is the next topic I want to speak about. So I want to simplify it for you guys quick, because I want to jump to Ethereum as well, because you can see Ethereum, it's looking pretty good. I want you to take one simple indicator, and I want to simplify your life for you with all your altcoins, with everything you're doing. Right now, the most important indicator is your 50-day moving average. Just one moving average. That's all you have to do. And you're going to put it on your chart, and you're going to go through your altcoins. Now, I can show you many RSIs and many things on Ethereum, but the simple thing here is we hold 50-day MA, we're bullish. At any point we close below it, we're starting to go downtrend. We're starting to look at a bigger retracement, because there is levels of Ethereum coming back to 1.3 at some point. I'm not saying it's now, but it can at any point. And the moving average is the only indicator you need to focus on, is the 50 MA. As long as we hold that, we're strong. It's strong to Bitcoin. It's strong to everything else. Amazing. And this goes for a lot of altcoins. Okay. Now we're going to start to see that some altcoins are losing steam. Ones that were looking good. Now, I don't go back on, I still think there's a mega altcoin pump coming. It may not be their time yet. The timing is the hard part with crypto, is the sense of maybe it's still ETH and still Bitcoin for a while, and only altcoins come just now. We think it's all going to happen fast and things like that. But we got to be aware right now, it's about where can we make the gains. We're in this for the long run. We're building for the year. And ultimately, the 50 MA, if you're starting to see your altcoin is starting to lose the 50 MA, and you can see Cardano is the example. Cardano is an example. It lost the MA, it's tested it, and now it's looking, pretty weak right now. And the downside of that is the next supports are pretty low. If you look at where it is now, you're probably looking at around about 20% downside, to the next major support levels. Okay. And this goes for a lot of altcoins. Okay. It's something to be aware of. It's not something to just jump out right now, but it's something to be aware of. We do have RSIs hitting the bottom, but all the altcoins, AVAX, the next one, starting to lose 50 MA. And we do have a trend. And if we lose that trend, you can be looking at a $14, $13. Okay. It's time to start looking at a lot of these now. Fantom, still holding 50 MA. If it does lose it, there's a possibility, right? And look at Solana. All these ones. I still think these are going to have mega pumps, guys. It's about, is it right now or is it a little bit later? That's the question. But look at Solana, holding 50 MA. When we start closing below, be aware. The levels of $18, $14, these things all become possibilities. ALGO, I'm still waiting for a huge ALGO pump, and I'm still sticking to that. But what I'm saying is it may be a little bit later on. But as long as we hold 50-day, fantastic. Okay, so you're using the 50 MA. Now what I want to say is I don't think it's time to get out of the market. I don't see the bullish indicators being dropped on Bitcoin. I think it's time to play this smart. I think for the next month, I think Ethereum looks incredibly strong. And because it's looking strong, you could see the dominance of Ethereum is going up. Okay, going up. There's the drawing I did for you guys on, I think it was yesterday or on Friday, Thursday. I did the drawing, and Ethereum dominance, which means Ethereum's outperforming a lot of altcoins. Okay, so any altcoins that are starting to lose the 50 MA are not strong right now. They're not holding strong right now. They're not looking crazy right now. And it's time to start being smart within those. Now, you're going to return to them. That's fine. But ultimately, if you can have a stronger currency than that coin, you can make more of those tokens. So what I'm saying is, with a lot of these that are losing the 50 MA on the USDT pair, I want you to take them, and I want to show you this now. If we look at Cardano, this is Cardano to Ethereum, right? Look what's happening right now. It's losing trend to the downside, okay? Yeah, we are early. We're early. Why you want to get out the game now? The music's on is played, but let's be smart now, okay? Cardano's losing trend. It's losing support right now. It's lost the 50 MA. It's looking shit. Sorry for my language, but it's looking crap to Ethereum. And what that basically means is Ethereum is looking a hell of a lot stronger to Cardano. So why must I sit and wait for Cardano to move? I know it's coming at some point, and this will be the chart that will indicate it for me. But right now, it's not coming. And it's not moving right now. So am I going to keep poking it with a stick, or I'm going to move to where the money's moving? And basically what it's saying here is Ethereum stronger than Cardano. I'll take my Cardano and I'll turn it into Ethereum. I'm not getting out of the market. I'm going to Ethereum. Okay. Later on, when this reverses or turns, cool, we can go back to Cardano. But right now, Ethereum's breaking all the trends to Bitcoin to the upside. Cardano's breaking all of them to the downside. Doesn't mean that the market still can go up, but Ethereum is the one that's looking to outperform. And basically what that means is we could have this lose the next low, lose the next down, and basically you can have Ethereum outperform Cardano of up to 10, 20, 30%, which means by you holding Ethereum will actually make you more Cardano. So for example, if you've got 1,000 Cardano now and you turn it to Ethereum and the market goes up, but Ethereum outperforms Cardano by 20, 30%, you now have 1,200 or 1,300 Cardano if you go buy it back. So you're not being stupid by getting out something like that. You're actually accumulating more of the token that you wanted instead of just waiting for it with the USDT pairing. So to Cardano here, Ethereum. So if I'm looking at Cardano, it's losing the 50-day on USDT. It's breaking trend to Ethereum. Ethereum's breaking everything to the upside. I go to Ethereum. Very simple. It is time for safety. What are the two safest coins in crypto? Bitcoin, Ethereum, right? Right now, we're in a 50-50. We basically have Bitcoin sitting here, and you have 28, and you got 16. It's time to go to safety and to be smart within them, but you're also going to money. Let's go Ethereum to AVAX. There's the trend. We lost the 50 MA. And look at the pullback down over here of up to 20%, if not more, to Ethereum. Ethereum stronger than AVAX right now. Doesn't mean I don't want AVAX. Just means it can come later, but Ethereum's better right now. I can make more AVAX. Ethereum's looking stronger. It's showing weakness. I'd rather have Ethereum. Isn't this the whole part of crypto? Aren't you annoyed of being through these pumps, but you have 50 coins? This is how you reduce them. You don't get out the market, but sometimes you do need to have more Bitcoin and ETH than the rest. And then there's other times where you shift. Right now, it's ETH time, and it's time to be accumulating your ETH. And any token that's losing the 50-day MA and stuff, at least you're getting into a token that's showing strength. And you're not getting out of the market in case the market mega pumps. And if the market mega pumps, let's say Bitcoin does pump now, it breaks 25K. You got Ethereum breaking out to the Bitcoin pair. It means Ethereum's going to rocket to more than what Bitcoin will. So you're moving to a strong pair. AVAX, let's go through all of them. So I'll show you very simple. I'm here to simplify it for you guys. Here we go. Fantom to ETH. If this closes below today, very, very, very simple understanding. Ethereum is going to be stronger. Amazing. Solana. There we go. Lost the 50 MA, losing trend right now. Sol to ETH. Not getting out of the market. ALGO. Losing. Next one. Neo Protocol. I don't think to get out of the market now, guys, like unless you are absolutely perfect at getting the next entry, I don't think it's worth getting into USDT. I really don't. So Neo, same thing over here. So you want to go through your altcoins and you're basically looking at the ones that are starting to show weakness to the 50 MA. A lot of them are holding, but in the next 24 hours, if they start dropping it, You want to go to the currency that's strong. Right now, MATIC is still strong. So if they well above, they're worth holding. Amazing. They're not breaking 50 MA, cool. It means it can outperform Ethereum. That's what you want. You want the strongest pairing. But if you find ones that are losing and starting to lose these things, it's time for ETH. And you can go through all of them. Look at this. I wouldn't turn my THETA into ETH. THETA's still strong as hell. Still really, really, really good. 𝗟𝗍𝗃, still strong as hell. I'd be holding my 𝗟𝗍. Still amazing. Look at Chainlink. Still holding. Amazing. Until I drop that, no problem. Neo Protocol. Ooh, close to dropping. In fact, drop a thing close. You know, be aware of that. And you can go through many of your tokens like that. THORChain, still waiting for the push. I still believe it's going to have a strong push. But right now, it is below 50-day. And if it does drop that trend, I'd rather have Ethereum. So just be smart right now. It's not about going and changing all your tokens to Ethereum now. Go look at the ones that are looking pretty shitty right now. I still think the market's bullish, but I think Ethereum's very bullish. And you're playing the safer play. And this is going to teach you a big skill in crypto of when to do this to your portfolio and when to do this. You're not getting out the market, but you're learning to shift. And the strength right now is coming within ETH. And that's the big part of it. Because to get into dollars night right now, it's so hard to get back in. Or you go to dinner one night and you miss the pump. And then you're out. And you're like, how do you get in? And all these sort of things. So the goal is to stay in. And the 50 MA is here to, I'm here to simplify it for you guys. Now, I want to remind you as well that the bullishness is still here. But I want to speak about this chart, which is important. It is the weekly on Bitcoin. Okay. And what it's basically showing is it's the death cross on the weekly of the 200 MA and the 50 MA. But we still have the possibility of breaking it. Yes, of course. But we do have the RSIs getting there. And, you know, I still think March is a bullish month for crypto. But I do think it's coming to an end after March for a little bit of a bigger retracement. So just be aware that this is why we're also jumping to a bit of safety with ETH as well. Because I do think there's some more bullishness, but we are getting to a point with a higher time frame. This shows a little bit more. We have had the cross to the upside, but it is showing another push over here. Amazing. But at some point, we're going to start that one. And when we start that one, you know, ultimately, we just want to be prepared for it. So that's why I'm saying stronger pairs right now. ETH to Bitcoin, look at that. And remember, what's this show, guys? Anyone tell me? Anyone tell me? Stochastic RSI, weekly stochastic. ETH to Bitcoin has reset to the bottom. Ethereum looks filled up. It looks good. And ultimately, it has this bigger wedge. And I'm still waiting for 70% outgrowth over Bitcoin. Within this year, I still think it's going to absolutely rocket. So play it smart, guys. It's just time. If you're in a loss or something like that, amazing. Let's go to ETH. Let's get it back. But you're also prepared in case the market pulls back. You're in one of the strongest currencies. And ETH is going to hold so much better than other altcoins. And all that you want to know, what do you want this year? Do you want to build 100 Bitcoin? Or do you want to build $10,000? I want 100 Bitcoin. Because when the bull market comes and Bitcoin goes to $200,000, I want the 100 Bitcoin. So by you shifting to ETH, you're making more of the token of what you want. And that's how you got to think right now. Screw USDT, screw the dollars. Amazing. Like you got to get out of that and let's accumulate tokens. So have a fantastic day. Tomorrow we're back at trades. We'll be back. I'll be giving trades, all these sort of things. Have a fantastic day and I'll see you all tomorrow. Join Sniper School. Much love, Banter.